y'all, it's Nerdydollgirl again here with Ashia and Evelyn. Before I begin, I'm sorry if I look dead. We've been having some family stuff going on and I've not been getting a lot of sleep, so I'm a little dead looking, but but I'm here and I'm gonna make a video anyways, so bear with me. Before I start, I gotta show you guys, I'm so happy. Tammy and I, from Tam Tam went to a local doll meetup last weekend, I think it was. Yeah, it was last weekend. And we had so much fun. I love going and seeing all of these other doll people and being able to have like a community around here is so nice. Yes, most of the people are like an hour and a half away from me, so it makes it a little bit more harder to get together, but we have a great group of leaders who get all of us together and stuff as often as they can, and so it was really nice, and I got to sell some stuff and trade some stuff. It was super exciting. I actually got to trade that kimono that I had so many problems with selling when I almost got scammed. And I feel like it was meant to not work out with that lady, because in the end I actually got to trade the full kimono set for a doll. So it was really exciting, and the doll came with an outfit, and I kept the outfit, and Tammy took the doll. So now she has another little MSD boy, so it's really awesome. We kind of were sharing him because we both loved him, but I won't tell you his name or anything. I'm gonna let her do that, so you guys should definitely check out her channel. But some of the things, one of the things that I got as well, I got a couple pieces of clothing, and I probably should have brought them to show you guys, but of course I didn't. But I will try and do that next time. But Ashia got this cute little sweater, this cute little red sweater. I got some leather pants. I got a bunch of stuff. It was really fun. I love that kind of stuff. I love being able to go and doing like swaps and stuff, because it feels so exciting, because you don't have to exchange money. You can just say, I like those, would you trade me something for them? And yeah, it was just really a lot of fun. So anyways, yeah, that's what we did on the weekend. And then we, the other thing I want to show you, sorry, my brain is kind of, but one of the ladies there, she makes, she's been making these cool buttons for dolls. Like, isn't this awesome? It says, keep calm and have pride. And I just loved it. And so I put it on this awesome little vest that I have for Evelyn. So yeah, it was just really fun to go to the meetup and hang out with some other doll people. And I do have exciting news and nerve-wracking news. I was actually asked to, Tammy and I were actually asked to do a panel at Doll North this May. So I will be doing a panel with Tammy about doing YouTube. So I'm nervous and I'm excited. It's a very big honor to me. I said to my friend who asked me, I said, you know, well, what do I talk about? Because I'm like, I'm worried I'm gonna be boring. And she's like, no, just talk about this and that and everything, and then you can open it up to questions and stuff. So yeah, so hopefully it will go well. If you guys can get, you know, cross your fingers and everything that I will not mess up. But I'm gonna be with Tammy, so that makes it so much better. So much better. But yeah, I'm really excited to do that and share the knowledge that I have learned over the last year or so. So yeah, and if it wasn't for you guys, I wouldn't be where I am today. So I will say it a million times again. Thank you guys so very much. So this video is it's not just for new people to the doll community, but I wanted to make a video just kind of, I'm not going to touch on what's been going on recently in the doll community because I just don't want to get involved. I have a lot of other stuff going on in my life, and I just don't want to get into in a big fight and everything. And so I just, you know, I'm just thinking of everybody that is going through the stuff that is going on right now. But yeah, I'm just not going to really discuss it. Just not something I'm really comfortable with. So, but I wanted to make this video because I wanted to kind of, I've seen a lot of people that are new to the doll community that have been commenting on the posts of the various YouTubers that have been talking about the subject that's been going on. And a lot of the people on there have talked about being afraid because they're new to the doll community and they don't want to have to deal with the stresses and the all the stuff that is going on. They are kind of nervous about. So I just thought I would talk about, you know, what it's like to be in the doll community and kind of welcoming anyone who wants to join us or who's already joined and might feel lost or whatever. I just wanted to make this little video. So first of all, welcome, whether you've been here for a long time or you just started. Dolls are supposed to bring us so much joy. And for many people, dolls are creativity, they are sanctuary, they are ways to express themselves, to have, you know, pet people, as my sweet husband mentioned in the last video. There's so many reasons that people have dolls. And so when you join the doll community, it's quite easy for us to assume that everybody collects for the same reason that we do. And unfortunately, or fortunately, that's not the case. I think the great thing about this community is there's so many different kinds of people out there. There are people out there that do collect because they want to do artistic things with their dolls. They want to make wigs or face-ups or whatever. Or they want to use them as art pieces. There are people out there who just collect because they like to collect things. There are people that collect because they like collecting pretty things. So there are so many different layers and different kinds of people who get into the doll hobby. There is not just one set of people that become doll collectors. And that is a wonderful thing. But that also means that there can be some negativity towards people that don't collect the same way that you do. And that can be very, very hard. So when you join the doll community, you will find that there are going to be so many different kinds of people. And there are going to be people out there that you are going to get along with. And there are going to be people out there that you will avoid because you know that they're just not your kind of person. And that is totally okay. That's totally part of being a person, really. I mean, not everybody can be friends with everybody else. It's just not the way that the world works. And as someone who's a big, huge people pleaser, it is very, very hard. I personally had a really hard time accepting that, when I first joined the community, I struggled because I joined a board and there was a lot of clickiness. There were a lot of people that had been there for a long time that had become really close to each other, and it was very hard for me to feel like I was being listened to and recognized. I would post pictures and whatnot, and I wouldn't really get many comments, and it was very challenging and very hard. And even now, when I've been in this hobby forever, I still have that sometimes. I will post pictures or I will comment or what have you, and people won't say anything. And it hurts, and it's very hard. But I also have found so many people that have reached out to me, that have helped me learn so much about this hobby. I've met people that have become really good friends of mine, and we have a lot in common, and we share a lot of the same interests. So there's just an array of different kinds of people out there. And sadly, there are some people that are bullies. There are bullies in everyday life, and there are bullies in this hobby. So you will find that there are going to be some people out there who will just be mean for the sake of being mean. And as someone who has been bullied a lot, that really, really bothers me. I don't understand. I don't understand why anyone wants to be mean to each other. But it happens, and it is the way that the world works, not just this hobby. So if you're getting into this community and you think, okay, well, all doll people are going to be awesome and sweet and everything, I apologize, because that's not the case. And when you get into the hobby, there's going to be people that don't like you because you only collect certain dolls. There are going to be people who assume that you are snobbish because you only collect one company. There are going to be people who don't like you because they don't like your face-ups. I mean, there are going to be people who just don't like you. And it's really challenging. The big kerfuffle going around right now is about artists' dolls versus, or pro artist versus pro recast. So if you're new to the hobby, recast is where a person or another company or whatever, they take an artist's doll. So like say Fairyland made a doll. They would take that doll and they would recast it to make it for cheaper. And I'm not going to go into what I think is right or wrong, because that's just not the kind of person that I am. I try and keep my opinions about really emotional things to myself, because I don't want to put anyone down, and I don't want to upset anybody. That might make me sound like a coward, but I'm not a coward. I just don't need that in my life. I don't need to have people getting upset at me or being glad that I support them or I don't support them. You know, like, I don't need that. I just want everyone to try and get along, and that's the way that I am. So, but as a doll collector, you're going to hear this word recast or pro artist. And so if you want to do your research on that, you know, go in there with expectations that there are going to be people that are going to be really against it, and there are going to be people really for it. And so you need to be aware that there might be some hurt feelings and a lot of anger, and also you know, stories from one person might be different from stories from another person. That is, again, everything in life is, dolls are not the exception to life. There are going to be people out there that are going to stir the pot. There are going to be people out there that are going to not like the opinions of someone else. But please, please, please don't let that scare you from this hobby. There are lots of wonderful people out there who are not going to make a big fuss about it, period. So try and kind of look for people that are open-minded and that are willing to to accept you for who you are. If you are really passionate about something, like you don't like recasts and you don't want to talk about them and you don't want to see them and you don't want to, then that's fine. Then you, for yourself, then you don't do that. And if you feel comfortable with people that also feel that way, then that's great. But I want this hobby to be welcoming and loving to people. So I'm hoping that people are open to doing that. So that's one thing to think about when you're joining this hobby. This is a hobby that it can be very lonely at times because it's very hard to find people that also collect. I find a lot of people that I've talked to, they don't have people around where they live that collect. And so it can be very lonely, especially if you don't have a very supportive family or you don't have any friends that are into it or are not very supportive. It can be very, very challenging. And I want you to know you're not alone. What's so great about our time is that there's a whole world open to us of people that we can find that will celebrate the same interests as us. So getting to find those friends, even though they might not be right next door to you, it still is pretty incredible. But you know, go on Facebook and join groups. Go on Den of Angels. Go on Zone of Zen. There are so many different places that, like, just type in BJD collectors and you can type in where you live. You can just do the research that you need to do. And if you can't find anyone around, you might find them through those pages and then you'll be able to meet up or whatever. It's really just about opening ourselves up to other people. And that is how we can have a great community. As a new doll collector, it's hard to know what dolls to get. You don't necessarily know what size you want or what company is great to buy from, or, you know, all these sort of things. And so that's why it's so nice to have all of these online resources that you can talk to other people and you can kind of get their opinions and stuff. But at the end of the day, you kind of have to decide for yourself what will make you happy, and trying stuff is fine. That not just fine, it's important. I have been in this hobby, oh my lord. Well, I've always collected dolls, but I've been in the BJD community hobby for probably 10 years, maybe. And over that time, I have had so many different dolls, and some of them I loved and I still have, and there are lots and lots that I didn't love and I sold. So don't feel bad if, like, you have this dream doll that you think you want and then you buy it and it's not the one for you, because that definitely happens. Try not to feel overwhelmed that there's so many different options, because that's great. There's so many different things to try. And there really is no wrong answer when it comes to collecting dolls. Collect what you like, what makes you smile and what makes you happy and what inspires you to create or just to have something pretty to look at, is a great thing to think about. There are going to be people that in your life, when you start collecting dolls, that are going to not understand it and are going to have a hard time with it. Don't feel bad. You're not alone. Like I said, as a collector, we've all faced some form of, like, prejudice against the fact that we collect dolls. Whether it's because we're too old or too young or whatever. Like, there's always a reason that someone could find. But you gotta do what makes you happy. And this hobby is supposed to be that, right? To bring the joy. So yeah, I hope that this video was helpful in some ways to the people that are starting out in this community. Please don't give up on us. Yes, we definitely have our ups and our downs. We have our blow up moments. We are all human. We make mistakes. We say things we shouldn't. There are good and there are bad in this community. But I really hope that you guys still want to be a part of it, because it really is, in my opinion, the best hobby out there. But just have realistic expectations of it. Go into it with your eyes wide open. If you focus on your dolls and the joy that they can bring you, then that is what's going to get you through. That's what's going to get you through any kerfuffle, any fight. I've had them. I've had kerfuffles. I've had horrible dolls. I've had horrible sellers. I've had horrible buyers. I've had pretty much everything. I've had people hate me for no reason. I've had people make up lies about me, and I don't know why. And no matter what I said or did, there would still be people who didn't believe me. And it hurts. It really, really hurts. And I'm not gonna shut off the sensitivity part of me. It's here to stay. So I cry about it, and it upsets me, but I'm not gonna stop. I'm not gonna stop being me. I'm not gonna stop loving my dolls. And I'm not gonna stop enjoying them. And I want you all guys to feel welcome in this doll community. So if you ever feel like you're not welcome, I want you guys to know that you are always welcome on my channel. You are always welcome to like message me on Facebook. I will try and help whatever way I can with answering questions or making videos or anything like that. But yeah, I love you guys so much. I have just so much love in my heart for you guys. I really want to say thank you so much again for all of the people that have commented on my channel, on my videos, and have subscribed to my channel. I also want to do a shout out to all so-called weirdos out there that you feel like you are very alone, that you are not like anybody else. I totally understand what you're feeling. I felt that way most of my life. So I might not necessarily feel the same way about specific things as you, but know that being weird is welcome here. This is the sanctuary for all like so-called weirdos and everything. I just want you all to feel welcome. So thank you so much. I've babbled on for 23 minutes now. Hopefully this video helped somebody, and I just want everyone to have an awesome day and a happy Easter. Hopefully the Easter Bunny is good to you guys, okay? We'll talk to you later. Bye.